Hello. Welcome to the show. Let's get into it, guys. So, this whole MJF Britt Baker thing has gotten a lot of the wrestling community really riled up. I just listened to one podcaster, like, they were really taken aback. Like, the anger and the frustration that they were exuding was absolutely entertaining. The whole thing is entertaining to me because I mean, it's content, and who doesn't like gossip and bullshit? Now, it doesn't look good for AEW. It makes it look like it's the usual. It's a circus. There's no control. What's going on? What they say, the inmates are running the asylum, whatever. And that could be true. There's a lot of things that happen in WWE that get leaked, but the thing is, you don't know what's true or not because motherfuckers don't speak. Now, where Britt Baker has fucked up is on her Twitter. She silently posted this. You ever heard a rumor about yourself and actually wanted to hear more? Like, no way. What did I do next? Posting stuff like that almost can be taken as, oh, bitch, you really did what you did. So here's the thing. If you're not up on, I'm going to try to make this as fast as possible. Britt Baker, rumor, expressed frustrations about MJF and Will Ospreay's title match getting so much time on Dynamite. This apparently got back to MJF's girlfriend, Alicia Atout, which is how both Ospreay and MJF found out about Britt Baker's comments. Baker is currently scheduled to challenge Mercedes Moné for the AEW TBS Championship, which she will lose, right? In London. The event is going to be held August 25th. Alright, we got that part. So she was suspended weeks ago, but because this is a big money match, quote unquote, she's going to be able to wrestle, but she's home chilling until that happens. She's not on TV or anything like that. So there were said to be confrontations between Atout and Baker, as well as MJF and Baker. Will Ospreay also spoke with Baker at one point. Baker was reportedly not happy again that Atout told her boyfriend MJF what she said about him. MJF and Baker had an argument which led to MJF punching a wall before his hour-long match with Ospreay. The two used to be close friends but had a falling out within the last year. HR got involved weeks ago. Baker appeared on TV since then. She was suspended after internal investigation concluded interviewing several members of the roster. Okay, so they do have an HR department, guys. So, fast forward now, apparently there was a quote-unquote leak, okay? All of these things are true. MJF did punch a wall. MJF did 100% go into the women's locker room. The question is that many fans have been asking is then, why did he not get suspended? The reason why MJF didn't get suspended is because of the context and the order of the events. According to multiple sources, when MJF hit the wall, it was not a case of like he's in front of Britt Baker and he punched the wall right next to her. Apparently he had his interaction and he walked away. He walked very, very, very far. They may say 3 verys, which means there was a significant amount of distance between MJF and Britt Baker when he finally punched the wall. There was no one there, and then he hit the wall, which is a different context than in the women's locker room punching walls, right? Which would make him look like a fucking psycho. Regarding, quote unquote, from this source, regarding the women's locker room aspect of the story, the official information I got was that it was after this whole thing apparently had calmed down. Apparently Will Ospreay was the first person to confront Britt Baker, and he just kind of asked her why she was starting issues. Oh. Ospreay confronted her, asked her about it, and Britt went off on Alicia Atout. Britt called Alicia Atout by multiple accounts a stupid fucking bitch because Alicia Atout informed MJF that Britt Baker was berating him, talking crap about Max and Ospreay. Basically, it's like what the story had already been told. She was burying them as their match was going on. The 1 hour match, Alicia Atout lets Max know via text message. Max finds out later Ospreay approaches, MJF comes to the defense of his fiance. Britt Baker goes off on Alicia, which is MJF's fiance, for being a snitch. She accused her of being a snitch, called her a stupid fucking bitch. She said she was going to kick her out of the women's locker room, so on and so forth. MJF going into the women's locker room was allegedly him going there, knocking, asking if he could enter, and then saying that he couldn't. They said he could enter, and that's when he got into the locker room. Okay, the reason why he was not suspended is because HR had all the details and information and the footage. They had footages. And they looked it over and said, okay, you're not in the wrong here. You're just coming to the defense of your fiance. So they just kind of didn't really punish him because they didn't see it as something that should be punishable. So that's kind of the deal. That's the situation with MJF and Britt Baker. Not going to miss All In. She's going to wrestle All In against Mercedes Moné. And that is what went on for the most part. One thing I have to ask is, why are non-wrestlers in the locker rooms? There shouldn't be girlfriends or boyfriends in these locker rooms. I don't know why that's even a thing and why that's happening. If your girlfriend, fiance, whatever, your boyfriend, fiance, whatever is there for you, they need to be out front or in catering with everybody else. They should not be in the area with the talent. Now, Britt Baker, unless her fiance is Adam Cole, that's different. And even then, she wouldn't be in their locker room. So that's the first issue. So I don't know the rules, but that would be a rule. I don't remember hearing Randy Orton's girlfriend and now wife in the women's locker room mixing it up with the talent. Don't remember hearing it. Okay? Secondly, I would say Britt Baker, she could go ahead and complain, but you got to be careful what you're saying around certain people. Why would you complain to his wife? Like his fiance, like I don't understand Britt Baker, and why would you complain to the fiance? She fucking him. You don't think she gonna tell? Like that's just bizarre to me. That's another bizarre situation there. Again, Superman Will Ospreay took it upon himself to come and ask Britt Baker why she's starting shit. Why? Don't know. MJF is very capable of speaking for himself. I'm pretty sure had he confronted her, I don't know if things would have been differently, but Will Ospreay's name wouldn't be all in this if he didn't feel the need to say anything. Although it was his match that was apparently being berated, not for the quality of the match, but for the runtime of the match. Okay? Lastly, why is this being let out? Listen, AEW has a pattern of working their audience to the point where you don't know if you're quote unquote worked or getting worked into a shoot. You know, all that dumb shit. This literally had no business being out there if it was handled by HR. Furthermore, if this is just being used to promote this match at All In, it's really like lowbrow and unnecessary because people were going to watch it. Your fans are going to watch it. I don't understand what would be the purpose. It just makes everybody look bad. It riles up your fan base. They're riled up. People are very upset that this is out and it's making from their perspective, pro wrestling look like, a bitch fest. So here's the thing. If I could give Britt Baker a little bit of advice. Baby, you're not a priority in AEW. I know you were in the beginning because you were willing to bleed and land on tacks and get kicked in the mouth. And it was exciting when you and Adam Cole, I believe they won the Owen Hart Cup and they got their pink belts and it was exciting. Everybody's like, oh my God, y'all still haven't got married. That's the first issue. You need to put the pressure on him. Because being engaged for 10 years is ridiculous. Anyway, I understand you are a pillar. Yes, you were the first woman, along with Nyla Rose and a few other ladies, but you were the woman that they hung the ladies division hat on. And Britt, You are no longer that girl. You're not that girl. Tony Storm's the girl. Mariah May's the girl. Hell, Athena is the girl. Brit, you're not the girl. You've been going too long. You done had a mini stroke. You moving like an old mad person. The whole their match went over. You still getting paid. That should all that their match went over. Oh fucking well. What do you and Mercedes have to talk about that requires more than 5 minutes? Nothing. We know you're gonna have your match. Mercedes gonna say, and it's gonna be Monday when we get in the ring, because Monday we gonna hear that, and you gonna say DMD. You don't need a whole bunch of time to do that. You don't need a whole bunch of time. Will Ospreay is the golden boy. He is the cash cow. MJF is the big man on campus. I don't know why you thought you was that girl. Britt, you not that girl no more. I know it sucks. It sucks to wake up one day and be on Britt Baker. You not that girl, Britt. You need to go ahead and come in there when it's necessary and go sit the fuck down somewhere and be quiet. Another thing, if you got something to say, if it is not to help this company, you need to keep it to yourself. Because you done got wrapped up in HR. And HR's whole point is to make sure the company look good in the public. And this right here don't look good in the public, Britt. So, with that being said, no, I don't care. The shit's boring. It's always something going on at AEW that's not wrestling related. Now, if AEW was smart, they would take this storyline and make it a storyline. But they're not going to. Because they got other stupid storylines that they can make up. All this does is make you sound crazy, Britt. Makes you sound crazy. What y'all think about this in the comments? Hit me up if you made it this far. I want to hear your conversation.